Okay, it's time for a Bali Days accommodation review. And this time, where are we, Derek?
Natah Bale Vllas in Jalan Cemara, southern end of Sanur.
Yes. Okay, so here's our thoughts on this place. When we arrived, our Agoda advice was that check-in is at 12. When we got here, they said no, check-in's at 2. So just be aware, most places are 2 p.m. So they said, because I showed him the Agoda advice, he said we will clean the room as a priority. So we went over to Jungle Tree restaurant, more on that later, and had lunch, and by the time we'd finished in there, room was ready. So probably an hour or so, do you think?
Yeah, it wasn't that long.
Yeah, it wasn't too long. Okay, so when we got into the villa, it's just amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. There are about 10 villas here, 6 one-bedroom and a few two-bedroom family rooms.
Yeah.
We haven't really noticed any children here, have we?
Not really, no. Only at the restaurant, but
yeah, in the restaurant,
I'm not sure whether they were staying here or not.
Not in the accommodation. So neither here nor there, but just thought I'd mention it.
There is no playground.
No.
Unless they want to play cricket.
Huge garden, big grass area, lovely garden, beautiful, big trees, sunbeds everywhere. Okay, so we get to the room, everything is super clean and beautiful. There's a sunbed area over there, there's this sitting area here. Over the little bridge over there is a kitchen, very well equipped, with a kettle that boils really fast, which is very unusual. And in there, in that little building, is the bedroom and bathroom. Bathroom is beautiful, but more on that too later. Okay, the aircon in the bedroom is good. It took a while to kick in, didn't it, when we got here?
Well, I guess starting because they turned it off, I think, prior to doing their room clean, and the heat did accumulate pretty quickly. So it was just fighting back down the heat that had retained itself in the room.
And the sun does come shining in through those windows that have blackout curtains on them.
Yeah, we had to use the curtains a little bit just to keep the sun out.
Because the sun makes the room hotter.
Yeah.
But the aircon, once it kicked in, was perfect, really. And we got cold at night, so... the first night we were here, there was turn down service. We came back from dinner and the beds had been turned down, the mosquito nets all closed up, but the second night that didn't happen, so maybe that's just a welcome.
Just trying to impress us.
It's just a welcome thing. We also had our pool towels spread out here to dry after we'd been in the pool, and when we came out in the morning they'd all been rolled up and really nicely, so but we got up this morning and our pool towels were gone, so no swimming for us today. Checkout time is 12 and our driver's coming to pick us up at 12, so yeah, we won't be going to the pool. Anyway, in the bedroom there is a small or normal size double bed, not a queen, not a king. It was pretty cosy, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. I haven't slept in a double bed since I was probably in my teens.
Yeah, and we found that a bit strange because the bedroom is huge. So they could have a really big king bed. But anyway, the bed was really firm, the pillows were good, and instead of a doona or anything, they had like 2 sheets with a blanket in between. So it was sort of like sandwiched.
It was, yeah.
It was fine. I did notice there's no towel rail anywhere, which is unusual to hang your towels on. So, or if you've got wet bathers or whatever, I think they need a towel rail. Not much bench space inside for your luggage.
No, there's only one shelf or baggage shelf for one suitcase. There's an armchair which we sort of had to use for the other suitcase, but no, they could do with a lot more shelving in there. It's if you want to do something, sit at a bench or play with your computer.
There is quite
or
a big
whatever,
wardrobe, so you
Um,
could put a suitcase inside the
You
wardrobe.
could, but you've still got to bend down
Yeah.
to get to it.
Yeah,
It's
that
just-
wouldn't be ideal.
It's not the greatest, but
There's
the
some
wardrobe is big.
master light switch on the bedside table, so you can have all the lights on and hop into bed and then just flick that switch without having to go over to the wall and turn the lights off, so that's good. The TV is a smart TV with Netflix and YouTube and everything, but you have to log in to your own account to get into those. There's a Jungle Tree restaurant at the complex, and anyone who knows this place will know that up until about 9 months ago there was nowhere here to eat, so you had to go out on the street and get your breakfast or whatever. But now Jungle Tree is open and the food is amazing, the staff are amazing. You can also just walk in off the street. You don't have to be a guest at Natah Bale to eat there, so it's just a restaurant, but it's really handy that was there, and the breakfasts and dinners and lunch, we had all of them. And yeah, they were all good. Okay, now the pool, fairly easy access. There's steps all around the place. There's some beds all around the pool with umbrellas. The pool isn't very deep, is it? It's
No,
maybe
it's about
waist
waist high.
all the way along. It doesn't dip to a deeper depth, that's the word I'm thinking of. So, and the pool was a perfect temperature for me.
Yeah.
Suki boy, he found it chilly, but it was fine.
Once you're in,
it's beautiful
Once
temperature.
I took the plunge, it was okay.
It was lovely.
Yeah, but there are just one word of warning about them. There are polished tiles as you get into the pool on the steps, so a bit slippery.
And hard to
very,
see.
very hard, pointy corners. So you have to be aware of your surroundings when you're near the steps. Otherwise, you'll do what I did and crack my shins into them.
Yeah, and I nearly broke my foot. But anyway.
But other than that,
yeah, it's
fine,
great.
fine. It's
No,
not
it was
overly large pool, but
big enough.
it's adequate for,
Beautiful.
I guess, the number of villas that are here.
Yeah. Most times we went to the pool, there were only like a couple of people
2 or 3 people
in the pool. Okay, the bathroom, the shower was instant hot water, just beautiful pressure, probably the best shower we've had. There's also a beautiful deep bath, so I gave that a try yesterday, and this morning had a shower. The shower is an outdoor shower in the open, but it does have hot and cold water, and it was pouring with rain at the same time, so that was a nice experience.
Which didn't really matter because
No, you're wet anyway.
You were wet.
The power went off twice while we were here, but almost instantly came back on, so that happens a lot in Bali. Kitchen's well equipped, I think we said that already. The staff here are super friendly, and Andy, the manager, is wonderful, isn't he? He's a lovely guy.
Very helpful.
Yeah. Speaks great
Good
English.
Understands issues.
Great communicator. Yeah. Our villa has the entrance between the sitting area and the bedroom and kitchen is a big koi pond with lots of fish in there and other little tiny like goldfish as well. And they have a hanging basket with fish food so that you can feed them yourself. And they're just beautiful to watch. They're lovely, lovely. I love looking at them. And the only other thing I've got to say is that every night until around about probably 11:30, do you think?
Maybe, yeah.
There's loud music from...
We think it might be Lingalonga.
Maybe.
Because that's about the only venue close by that has a full-on band.
Yeah.
Most of the other places just have an acoustic guitarist and singer, so it's quite mellow. Even Jungle Tree, which is probably about 200-300 metres away from here, they have an acoustic player most nights, and he goes on till probably
About
at least
11.
10 or so. Yeah. And you can barely hear it. You know, you're
Yeah,
trying to
it's
make
sort of
out
muffled.
trying to make out the song.
Yeah.
But you can't really hear it clear enough. So
I've read that a lot of people have complained about the loud music, but we didn't really find it that bad.
Wasn't a
We
major
could hear
issue.
it, and we're sort of right at the front. We're probably one of the closer to the street villas. There's a lot over past the pool, so they're a long way from it. They probably wouldn't even hear it. But if you're in one of these villas towards the street, it could bother you, but didn't bother us really, did it?
No.
Because we're rock and rollers.
That's right.
And that's our review of Natah Bale. In summary, what do you think?
In summary, it's a great place.
When can we come back?
Good question. Well, it does get full quite quickly, and Andy, our manager, did give us a little word of advice that he gave us his direct number. So he said, I can always check to make sure how authentic the bookings are, because he was saying there's so many people double book places in Bali and then cancel at the last minute.
Choose.
Which we're guilty of too. But he said, just call me direct, and I can let you know pretty much
Because
when it will be.
I've
available.
tried several times to get in here. I've wanted to stay here for ages, and it's always fully booked, sold out, can't get in. So we're lucky to get in, but yeah, you probably can get in that way.
Yeah.